It's Saturday morning and we are not on the Daddykirbs farm. Woo! Looks like we're getting a little bit of a lag here on the show. Who's here? Who's here? Can you hold this, sweetie? You can see behind me, there's the show going on, all the people setting up. It's the live, it's the pre-show. They're setting up all the vendors. I don't even know what I'm talking about. I just know the vendors are down there getting ready for everyone to come in. How is this connection? You guys, can you see me okay? Let me know, because right now the video for me is a little bit weird. And what's even weirder is I have somebody here with me, Mr. Ronald.
Good morning, everybody.
The gentleman often responsible for many of the squirrels in the show. He's here live with me, so it's really exciting to shake hands and have a conversation with people who I get to see online very often. So Ronald, thanks for coming out.
Well, thank you. I know I'm not Kate in the kitchen, but I'll do what I can.
Kate in the kitchen is hanging out at home. Hopefully she's moderating. Let's see who's here. Now you get to see what I deal with every morning.
Oh yeah,
scrolling through.
I wondered how it showed up on your camera.
So there she is, inside Kate's kitchen.
Yeah.
With her wrench, Kilted Gardener, Wheat Tree Bonsai. Thank you very much for my moderators to help make these shoes or shows.
Yeah.
To help make the shows possible every week and keep them family friendly. And so let's see here. Who's going?
While he's scrolling, somebody else is going to have to take care of my normal $10 squirrel this morning because I'm not here.
That's
and I
right.
don't know how to do it on my iPhone. I'm too ignorant.
That's okay. So, hey, speaking of squirrels, I got some exciting stuff coming up. I can't tell you, but I ordered some things online to make the squirrels a little more fun.
Cool.
And
be a squeaky toy?
Sort of. Sort of. Not a squeaky toy, but the squirrels, I'll just leave it at that. The squirrels are going to get more fun. And I'm waiting for, I ordered 2 different items from Amazon, and one of them showed up. Mama Kirbs was not really impressed.
I bet Adeline was, though.
I don't know.
She's standing over here on the sides, and she's making funny eyes at Dad. So
yeah. So I think that my idea of what's funny and what's fun is not exactly the same as my family. But
they just don't know.
No, they don't understand. Well,
it's an acquired taste.
Adeline probably understands my humor better than anyone because she's the one most like me in the whole family.
Oh, I thought you were going to say she was the one that was the brunt of your jokes.
No.
Okay.
No, we play jokes on each other, but so the squirrels are going to get more fun. I'll just leave it there. We'll talk more about squirrels later, but let's see who's here this morning. I see the music well, kicking it with Karen, Tim Huffman, Susie Bosch, Haffy is in the house, Alice Vlogs, Pine City Apiary.
Now I can see who's here.
Yeah, hey, got our eyes on.
Yeah.
I see I have to hold it further away because with my glasses,
yeah.
Let's see, what is that one? Macus looking?
Kilted Gardener, me and my kilt wearing buddy.
Hey, Shawn Shiffer with the first squirrel of the morning, 3717.
Well, what an odd figure, but thank you, Shawn. Maybe you're doing your 717 and my $10. I appreciate that, buddy.
That might be the largest ever. No, I don't know.
I think I've given 20 before, but back when I first came into doing the shows with you, but before I became a Patreon.
I think that
no, that's right. 37.
37.
That's right.
That might be the largest. Now, my Norway family has given some pretty large.
No, I did
squirrels.
I did two $20 ones on one show when you were doing a giveaway.
Right, because I was doing.
Yeah, but that was in two different ones in one show. But somebody kept saying, "Well, he really does want that freebie," and that might have been just two $10 ones instead of two $20 ones. I don't know. It's been too long ago. I've lost too many brain cells.
Yeah, I hear you. Let's see here. And I was telling Ronald that he gets to witness my awkward silence moments too, because on screen, all of your chat is on screen, and I have to read through them, try to keep up with you guys as we're doing the show. Now,
when somebody asks a question, it shows up in all caps. Does that show up different than what I'm looking at right now?
well, the all caps just makes it a little more visible, like this here. Tim,
I got you.
It just makes it stand out a little bit.
Just lowercase.
Yeah, so Tim, thanks for that example of the all caps so we could see that. If you do have a question, leave it in all caps. Hey, Ronald, is that a Texas Star necklace?
Oh, yes, it is. Yes, it is. Let me get it where you... I've had a number of folks ask me if that's a Texas Ranger star. And in the state of Texas, you can't portray anything as a Texas Ranger star. You can get in trouble.
That would be a little bit dangerous, yeah.
You could make people think that you're a Texas Ranger or at one time a Texas Ranger. And you don't do that. Not in Texas.
No.
Outside of the state, I might get away with it.
You might get away with that in Montana.
Yeah.
But not here in Texas.
You tell people in Montana believe anything.
The Wyatt Life, Pine City Apiary. Do we have a bad connection? Yelling at Espen already?
Oh my gracious.
Espen is miles and miles away.
Yeah.
I don't even have his laptop this morning.
Unless he's on the roof and we just don't know it.
He might be. He does like to climb. Lone Star Living. Hey, y'all. Hey, Lone Star, are you going to be here this morning at the Mother Earth News Fair? I've said Mother Earth News Fair enough lately that I'm not even sure I'm saying it right anymore.
Right, yeah. I did notice last night driving around that Brody has a steakhouse here in Belton.
Right out front
right
out here.
Yeah, well, I'm not going to say the name of the hotel because that'd be giving them a free plug. But it's next to Denny's, and that was the old joke. What's next to Denny's? It's La Quinta.
La Quinta, right.
That means next to Denny's.
That means next to Denny's?
That's what they used to be, because Denny's was always next door to one of them. But anyway, Texas trivia.
So
go around, you just hand you the $10. Oh yeah, okay. Thanks, Wheatree. I appreciate that.
that way YouTube doesn't get their 30%.
I meant to ask you, or I may have asked you one time, and you may not have ever said just because you some kind of clause in your contract as to what they take. And the same way with Patreon.
Yeah, I probably shouldn't have said 30%.
I
probably shouldn't say that YouTube takes 30%.
He didn't say 30%. He was talking to me. He wasn't talking to y'all.
Yeah, I don't. I'll just cover the microphone. YouTube takes 30%.
There you go. Yeah, that's kind of like me covering my bald spot. It don't work. Okay, if you're gonna fudge on that one, what about Patreon?
Patreon takes, I think it's 10%.
That's not too bad.
Yeah, so they get a little cut. YouTube takes a little more. I don't know why one is more than the other, except maybe it's just Google's bigger, so they get a bigger cut.
I guess so. I mean, it looks like if your folks are watching videos and want to send something to the creators, that they ought to be able to pass 98% of it to them anyway.
Oh, I agree.
Yeah,
I totally agree.
That's just not right.
So Xavier got a turtle today. Nice. And
cool.
I said that like a teenager. Turtle.
Yeah, turtle. No, it wasn't a Teenage Mutant Ninja. I think I said right. Ninja Turtle. Stacy did a $50.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
At one point. Well,
yeah. See, I forget about all the dollar amounts. I just know that anything over $5 looks like a big amount to me.
Well, then a $50 squirrel shouldn't be a squirrel icon. It ought to be one of those Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Right.
Icon, one of them big ones, big squirrel.
Yeah, we should have like different kinds of squirrels.
Yeah, well, of course, that thing on there is a chipmunk anyway.
Right.
Like I said, people in Montana don't believe anything. Kicking it with Karen. Hello.
Jackie Horsley says, hey, Blake, how is it going? And hi to your friend. We're doing really well. We're at the Mother Earth News Fair as it's getting started. Let me turn around just to give you guys, man, the video is terrible. Give you guys a view of what's going on down there. Now that it's in focus, people are starting to come in, and it's going to fill up. I think this place is going to warm up with all the body heat today. Let's see who else. Hello, Ronald. Hey, there's another one. Let's see, Anthony Simeonescu. Said it wrong. Sorry. Thank you very much for that squirrel this morning.
Way to go, Anthony. I won't even try to pronounce your last name. I'm from Texas. I couldn't do it if I wanted to.
I try really hard.
Yeah.
Some of these names are tough.
And it's not their fault.
Nope.
That's what they were born with.
That's right. So let's see, Doug and Stacy in the house.
Good. Hey, Doug.
Lori Lumax. L. Taylor. It's lagging a tad. Yeah. Now, when I signed up this morning and got my official media badge.
Oh, there it is. I'm sorry. I was going to turn it around.
That's all right. Yeah, it's on both sides.
It is.
When I got my media badge, they gave me the password to the Wi-Fi, and they said that the password that they gave me was to the big Wi-Fi. It's supposed to be the best. The guest Wi-Fi is one of those that's metered down a little bit, and this one's supposed to be, the better one. So hopefully. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Because of the reason
We were doing a live show on YouTube this morning.
I thought I was out of the way.
And Kathy wants a selfie. Kathy,
Oh.
have you
I thought somebody was asking me.
I'll step down one more here, and that way we'll be out everybody's way, maybe.
The connection has gotten better. That's good.
And while he's scrolling through, I just want to let everybody know that I am not going to try to take Kate's place. Because nobody can.
No, nobody can take Kate's place. We can have people sit in with me, but nobody does it like Kate does it.
No, definitely. And I know the secret too. I know why you haven't been back on, but I'm not going to tell. I'm gonna do the same thing as Blake's talking about with his funny stuff for the squirrel. I'm just not going to tell.
That's right. Let's see. Food, Forest, Permaculture says hello, Blake, and Earthlings.
Earthlings. Yeah, Doug and
Stacy.
Stacy. I got to meet Doug at the Good of the Land Festival in Lindale, Texas, a few months ago.
Yeah, that was a fun event.
It was. It really was.
I look forward to the next one. They say April 15th through 20th for the last frost date in our area. Oh, they're talking to someone else.
Oh, yeah. How's Luke?
All right, so the Luke update is that Luke has been doing a lot of dancing, which is really good for him. It keeps him moving. It lets him, get off the couch and do something that is good for his body, let his blood flow, let him breathe a little better. And so he's been doing the dance classes every Thursday night and several dances on the weekends. So he still has his moments. We have to take care of him as far as keeping up with his medications and breathing treatments and all that, but he's doing pretty well. So thanks for asking.
Last week's show, I guess when you showed some, it may have been on Facebook where you showed some pictures of him going to his dance thing that he went to. And last week I posted on there, though, that I don't dance in public because I dance like Elaine on Seinfeld. It's not pretty.
I like to think I can dance, but the truth is I just move.
Okay.
I just move.
Some of you just move more gracefully than others.
Yeah.
That's a nice way to put it.
Yeah, exactly. So Wheatree says, if any of you folks in the chat are there, walk up and introduce yourself to Blake. Please do. I want to shake hands with people this weekend. It's one of the primary reasons that I came this weekend. Not only, of course, the Mother Earth News Fair has a lot of cool things to look at. You get to see lots of vendors, lots of products, lots of stories. But what I came for was to shake hands with people and meet people. I brought a stack of stickers. I'm going to hand stickers out as I meet people. So please do. If you're here, come on over.
And I'll testify. He's not even wearing his what do you call them? Health-proof gloves or whatever. He's going to shake it barehanded.
That's right. I'll shake your hand barehanded.
How does the Mother Earth?
I'd like to know
where it's cold. Yes, they do. If you go to Mother Earth News website, they've got festivals in North Carolina. I was looking last night, and the one this weekend here in Texas, and of course California. That's just come pretty much a given. But they do have them multiple places across the states. And for you folks that are not able to partake of Texas weather, yesterday afternoon it was 88 degrees.
That's right. It was
here
nice.
in Belton, and this morning when I got up, it was 38.
So when I left the house this morning, it was 52 degrees, and I thought, oh, it's going to be a nice day like yesterday, which was 80. I think we got 86. Mm-hmm. And then the further north we drove, coming up to Belton, it got colder and colder. It was 39 degrees when I got out of my truck this morning. Yeah. We're so far behind, they're already talking about giving directly to the creators. Doug's mentioning that. Yeah. So we got to scroll up here and see what's going on.
Sorry, can't make it, Tim. I'm sorry you can't either.
Yeah, I was hoping to see Tim and his family this weekend, but they had some things going on, so we're going to miss them.
I will tell you all one thing while he's scrolling through there, looking at this video on the camera. I can see I've got a hair out of place. Now, I don't know how Blake does it. I just don't know.
That's what the hat's for.
Okay, yeah.
You guys think I just like my Daddykirbs hats? That's to cover this mop.
Yeah. And I'm having to look down. The VA gave me a set of what I call mid-range computer glasses. I've got reading glasses and the computer glasses instead of my normal trifocals for seeing distance, mid-range. And so that's about all I wear anymore because I've got like 20/25 vision after they did eye lens replacement surgery for me.
Oh, nice.
So you guys keep working and paying your income tax so I can have all this beauty work done.
That's right. That's right.
The VA has helped me tremendously this late in my life.
Now, I also go to the VA.
Oh, do you?
Yeah. I go to,
I
go
didn't know
there.
they had a clown section. That got him.
Yeah. I'll leave it at that.
Oh,
the
no,
clown
okay.
section. No, I spent 4 years in the military and got hurt a little bit, and so I get to go to the VA as well. Yeah.
In the military, but
You know what? I think we should turn around so they can see this in the background.
You betcha.
We'll just do a little.
Do a dance.
Do a dance.
It's not going to be pretty.
Now you can see a little bit of what's going on in the background, all the stuff. You know, they're warming up down there, getting started. So let's see here. Dolly is jealous. Good morning, Dolly.
Don't miss notifications from Daddykirbs Farm. Make sure you ring the bell next to the subscription button.
That's right.
Oh, do you get monetary compensation off of ringing the bell?
No.
It's just that lets YouTube know that people like your channel.
Right, so the way YouTube's doing it now, which is kind of weird, is that not only do you have to subscribe, so you used to, if you subscribed, you got notifications because they figured you want to know.
Yeah.
Now you have to subscribe and ring the bell to get notifications. If you just subscribe, then it's like, hey, I like that channel. But if you ring the bell, then it's, I like that channel and I want to know when they upload something. And I'm not even sure that works 100% of the time.
Doug just posted something that if you want to help without going through Patreon or YouTube, you can do it directly through PayPal, and it doesn't cost the creator anything.
Right. So I feel a little weird with the whole money thing sometimes, but I know that there are people with a generous heart and likes to give, like my friend Ronald here. And so in the description of my videos, I do have a PayPal link just in case somebody wants to do that. I never expect any of it.
Yeah, I guess the thing with PayPal, though, it's not a recurring thing. You'd have to
No,
do it each
right,
time.
right, exactly. Well, I don't know if you can set that up, but I've never looked into it.
Yeah.
My arms are getting tired.
Oh, yeah, I don't doubt that. Normally you got a table or something to sit in on.
Let's see.
A squirrel should always be just a squirrel. Some people do not have the ability to donate huge amounts. Well, any squirrels.
Any squirrel, yes.
Yeah, any squirrel is good, whether it's pennies, dollars, 50s, hundreds, it don't matter.
It doesn't matter. Any amount. I think the smallest amount is 1 cent.
Actually, what you're doing, you're just showing Blake that you care.
That's right.
And that you like the videos well enough that you're going to try to help him to buy his camera equipment, buy his computer, feed the turtles. And I know turtle food's expensive.
Turtle food is expensive. It's grass.
That's what I mean, yeah.
And the grass is growing right now. It's looking so nice on the farm.
Who would have thought, Tex, you'd have to mow in February?
Oh, man. Yeah, Mama Kirbs is kind of on my back. She said, we need a mow.
Yeah,
and,
my wife, well, I've got 2 little dogs, and they don't like going potty in the tall grass.
Yeah.
So Mama says, it's time for you to mow.
You got to get out there and mow.
Yeah.
So we have the horses that we let out every once in a while into the main area. And we don't let them out often because they like to run around and tear up the place. But the horses will eat the grass. The tortoises eat the grass. The goat will nibble at grass, but the goat eats the weeds.
Doug just posted a thing. If you wanted to send a cash donation to Luke, you can do that at the P.O. box that he posted. And if you want to get, I'll do it for Blake. If you want to get stickers, send a self-addressed, stamped envelope to Blake, and he will send you free stickers. He sent me mine.
That's right. So I did 2 more this week. 10 years are on the way. And who else was it? Somebody in Florida, I think. Let's see who else is in here. Yeah. Hey, there's another one. $10 squirrel from Shawn. Thank you, Shawn. Shawn is busy this morning.
$10 squirrel.
Thank you, there it is. Yeah, Shawn's doing it for Ronald.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna turn right around. I'm gonna tell him to give it to Luke. If Luke's going dancing, he's got to have flower money.
Oh, Luke gets his share, and now with his new habit of shopping, apparently he likes to shop. We never knew that, but recently, because of the dances that he's gone to, we have set him up to like shopping because we took him shopping for new clothes, and now he asks, "Can I go shopping?"
Oh.
So he's going to need some of that. Daddykirbs.
Donation through Daddykirbs farm. I didn't know you lived over in that part of the world with the Kurds.
Nope.
Unless you're talking about Kurds and Whey.
Kurds and Whey.
Yeah.
All right, let's scroll through a little bit.
We're way behind.
We're way behind.
I'm a dance teacher too, kicking it with Karen.
Hey, Karen, so you can come out and teach us grammar and dance? She's an English teacher too.
My wife's a retired teacher. I'm a retired nothing. Actually, I'm a retired Chevrolet Volvo mechanic, and then I had a full-time working blacksmith shop for 15 years before I got
awesome.
my 100% military disability.
I had no idea.
Yeah, I do ornamental blacksmithing. I do stuff for the kitchen, pot racks, baker's racks, campfire cook sets, campfire cooking tools. I did custom gates, custom driveway entrances.
Do you still do any of that?
Not much, no.
No.
After having this titanium shoulder joint put in a year and a half ago, I don't swing a hammer very well anymore.
Yeah, I can
I
understand
throw a ball
that.
like a girl now. I don't mean that, Madeline.
Some girls throw pretty well. I've seen some girls, some of those softball teams, man, they can whip those things across the field in a hurry. I'm telling you. So, hey, Ronald, can you hold this for just a second? I got to take this jacket off. I'm about ready.
I thought you were going to go potty and leave it with me like you do with Kate. Woo, stickers. I wish you could have made it too, Tim. I'll scroll through for him while at least he's not taking a video of himself taking his coat off because there's no dance music here. I got some rude comments when I showed it was over 70 at 1 p.m. I bet you did, Kate. Ronald has a hair out of place. Okay, Aspen did it.
Aspen
did it. I'm thinking I'm in Colorado. Aspen. We know it's his fault. It's not anything I could have done.
I actually have no idea. I'm not sure. This is the main...
You got a lady asking directions like he's the cruise director here. And I guess it's fine. He probably knows as much as anybody does, especially here.
Yeah, pretty scary to ask me for help around the place because all I can do is say, I think so. I think it's over there.
Yeah.
Somewhere where the people are. Hey, we made it to the end?
No.
Hey, Joshua is 43 today. Happy birthday, Joshua.
Happy birthday, Josh.
It is so, that's amazing.
He might not want to be called Josh.
Joshua, Joshy, I don't know. Is it okay to call you Joshy, Joshua?
This is our family member, Ronald. He is at the shows most every Saturday and gives Blake lots of squirrels. That's better than lots of kisses. Yeah.
That would be.
That's not made for family viewing.
Yeah, well, the moderators might kick you out of here.
Yeah, really. I might not even be a moderator myself anymore.
See, what is the main event at the Mother Earth News Fair? So I know that there are several vendor speakers. There's all kinds of. I didn't look well enough. Maybe you looked into it a little more. I didn't look well enough to know who the main speakers are.
Probably the kettle corn people. That's the one I like the best.
That's a good booth.
Yeah.
What's that?
Charles is watching you.
Hey, Charles. Adeline told me you were watching, so I thought I'd give you a little shout out. So I know that Trad Cotter with mushrooms, he does Mushroom Mountain. He'll be doing a presentation, and he also has a booth. So I got to meet him a couple years ago when we were here before. That was pretty cool. Then I don't think any of the other YouTubers like Wrangler Star was here before, but I don't think he's here this time.
I hadn't seen him on there.
So actually I don't know who all is here. I just know there's going to be lots of really cool stuff, lots of homesteading, beekeeping, things like that. I'll be checking out the beekeeping booths.
Of course.
To see what I'm missing out on. Happy birthday, Blake Joshua. Happy Pepper. I told Ronald he gets to see what my awkward silence moments are like as I'm scrolling through and looking.
He definitely reads faster than I do. It wouldn't be just a few seconds of awkward silence. It would be moments if it was me doing it.
Minutes.
Yeah.
Hey,
Ooh,
there's another one. Susie
squirrel.
Bosch at $10 toward Luke's shopping adventures.
That's
Thank you
cool.
very much. So the last time he went shopping, he got a vest. It's kind of, what would you call that material? The vest that he bought is kind of a I forget what it's called. What is like sweatshirt material?
Sweatshirt material.
Never mind. Anyway, so he got this really soft, cool looking vest. It zips up.
Velour? No.
No, I forget what it's called.
Cotton.
Cotton.
Cotton. Here in Texas, cotton.
It's cotton.
Yeah.
But there's anyway. So he got a vest and he likes to wear it. He wore it to the Sadie Hawkins dance, and he also bought a new tie because occasionally he likes to wear ties. He didn't get that from his dad.
I don't do ties.
Yeah, I don't like ties either.
A necktie was invented by a woman. Just to get something around a man's neck and she could drag him around by it.
I think I believe that.
I know I do. I've been married, 50 years a couple of weeks ago. 50
Wow,
years.
congratulations. 50 years, that's amazing.
Yeah, I wouldn't have put up with me for that long.
She,
I'd have run me off a long time ago.
she needs a special hug.
For Valentine's Day, you know what she got?
No
She
idea.
got 2 bags of Cracker Jacks, and that's what she wanted.
Well,
She's already gone past all the diamonds, and now the 50th wedding anniversary is supposed to be diamonds. Y'all can come on by. I'm sorry. It's supposed to be a diamond anniversary. Well, her thing now is tools.
she likes tools.
At Christmas, she wants tools.
That's a good woman.
She's got her own roto-zip tool. She got her own laser level. She's got her own, cordless screwdrivers, and she's my kind of woman now.
Yeah, that's a good woman that likes tools for Christmas.
Yep.
Now, so Cracker Jacks are in a lot of ways more valuable than diamonds.
Well, these don't have the prize in them anymore. All they got usually is some kind of little stick-on tattoo or nothing. I don't even know if these had anything in them.
They got cheap, huh?
Yeah, they did, like me. And Kate, I read a while ago where you said I could give you kisses, paws on the cheek. Well, that's fine. Next time, if I ever get a chance to see you, I'll give you a kiss on the cheek.
There you go.
Yeah.
So
I'm not going to shave first, though.
Dolly says polar fleece.
Fleece.
I
There
think
you
that's
go.
it. Kilter Gardner, John Haffey. I think they're all right. It's fleece.
Well, I'm sure Espen is out of focus because it's not Espen, it's me. Quit being funny.
I think they're blaming it on Espen.
Oh, I think so, yeah.
And let's see, our cute crafts is planting more peppers this year, going to make her own paprika and onion powder. That's amazing. That's good stuff. I made some hot pepper powder and sauce a few years ago, and it's just the homemade stuff is always the best.
And last year I did the super hot peppers. I did the coolest one I grew was habaneros.
Woo!
But I did Buchalocias, I did Carolina Reapers, and they are maddening hot. I dehydrated most of them.
Man, did that ruin your dehydrator?
No, but it'll ruin your little spice mill. I powdered some of them up to put them in a shaker. Then I did some coffee. Even though I brushed it out good and kind of wiped it out with a wet rag,
Yeah.
I ground some coffee beans in it a month or so later.
Yep.
And the coffee was so hot I couldn't drink it.
Yep.
It
So-
didn't even taste good. It tasted bitter.
Oh man, we did the same thing. I ground up some peri peri peppers, which are not super duper crazy hot, but they're pretty hot, and put those in the coffee grinder. Same thing, brewing coffee for a long time.
Yeah. But I've got a dedicated spice grinder, but I thought, well, I was going to do a pot of regular coffee from whole bean. I thought, well, I'll just grind it right quick. So I've got a bigger burr type grinder. I didn't want to drag that out. And most of the time we just do the little cups, little Keurig
Right.
cups. But
Yeah.
I decided I'd use that spice mill, and that was not the thing to do.
Yep. Mr. Jeff and Michelle, right?
Yep.
Did I get that right? Man, I was afraid I was going to mess
come
it
on
up.
around here in the background. We'll get a picture of it.
Yeah,
okay.
come on in. Come on.
Guys,
So we got
Well, if they've been looking at me, you'll be a blessing.
there you go.
Yeah, so Jeff and Michelle, they're more local to me. You guys are in Shirts, so right up the road. And yeah, we knew we were going to be here this weekend and wanted to shake hands, so it's really good to see you guys.
Yep.
We'll see you later. See you guys.
They don't want to be in the show.
No. We got to check some vendors.
Yeah, I hear you. Yeah, we'll see you in a little bit.
My pulse rate was staying between 26 and 30.
So it says, Kilted Gardner said, watch out, Luke's going to have a girlfriend. There's a funny story about that. I don't know exactly what happened, but somebody reached out to my daughter and was talking about her brother Luke and was, I guess, sort of hitting on him. So, yeah, that was kind of weird. Funny.
But anyway, that's what he said.
And another squirrel, Kimberly P. for $4.99 for a large order of fries. Thank you. Now, we'll turn that large order of fries into donating to his shopping spree, because lately, now for years, I think probably for 3 or 4 years in a row, Luke ate so many French fries. He ate almost nothing but French fries. Of course, he had the multivitamins and stuff like that to keep him balanced.
And green ice cream.
Green ice cream, exactly. But lately, because of some of his dietary changes and the fact that he gets most of his nutrition through the tube now, he doesn't eat French fries anymore. So we'll turn that into part of his shopping spree. Thank you, Kimberly, very much for that.
Yeah, I asked. Of course, I was trying to be funny, but did I ask if Luke could do French fries with his feeding tube?
He can. We'll have to put him in the blender first.
Yeah, blend him up. Now I've got a friend, when his son was a teenager, he's got his jaw broken playing baseball, and they had to have his jaw wired shut, and they had to do everything in a blender. Ooh. Even pizza. Ooh. Anything he wanted had to be done in the blender.
So he got the flavor, but not the texture.
Not the texture.
Yeah. Ooh. I don't know if I'd like that. Let's see. Susie says, I have 3 grinders here, 1 for eggshells, 1 for coffee, and 1 for spices. That's a smart.
Smart you, because those things are not that expensive. Uh-oh.
Is that enough? Oh, my goodness. Sean, you're going broke today. Thank you. Thank you, my friend. Lunch fund, $40.
They're not going to eat at the steakhouse. Of course, there's 2 of them.
There is the Brody Steakhouse out here, and there's all kinds of up toward.
Well, you can eat all week for $40 at Whataburger, and that's a good Texas restaurant.
There you
Texas
go.
Chain.
That's right. Golden macaroni peppers are good. Escamilla peppers are great, if I said that right. Do de something.
Don't be looking at me. I speak Texan. I don't speak that stuff.
That's right. Spanish mammoth sweet peppers are really good for stuffing and turning into lots of powder. That was Tim Huffman in Florida, growing lots of good peppers down there in Florida. And Macus looking, paprika is made from capsium pepper.
Yep. You can do it from chili peppers, which are spicier, or
Yeah.
red bell peppers, which are milder. Yeah, I even besides smoking tomatoes, sliced tomatoes one year, I did some smoked peppers, mainly jalapenos, but a few of the hot ones too, and put those in a spice mill and put them in a little salt shaker. And it really does add some kick and a nice flavor to a stovetop cooked burger if you're not cooking it outside.
Yeah.
You know.
I love peppers. It's funny, I don't like green peppers. But I like red peppers and all kinds of hot peppers. But like regular green bell peppers, not so big on that.
I like them with hummus.
Yeah.
But good for Luke. Salmon cake fun. Yeah, he does like salmon cakes. I do too.
He does.
Matter of fact, after watching the show a week or 2 ago, I had to go buy a couple of cans of salmon.
And make your own?
I haven't made them yet. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
I got the ingredients.
That's good. So we are going to do a salmon, we call them salmon patties, but like I said before, they're more like salmon cookies. We're going to be doing a recipe and how to make those for the Life with Luke channel. If you're not familiar with YouTube Life with Luke, check that out. You get to see a little bit about Luke. We haven't done a very good job of keeping up with that, but we are definitely going to add the how to make the salmon patties on that channel. And Xavier's asking about the bees.
Every week.
Yeah, they're just kind of hanging out right now. I did go to Gretchen Bee Ranch. You saw that video. Talked to Mr. Mark, who is the beekeeper there. He's been doing it for a very long time. And we chatted about how to make splits. or dividing the colonies. So this spring, we're going to be focusing some effort on dividing the colonies. The 3 hives that I have, I'm hoping to double that and get to at least 6 hives. Plus, I have not forgotten, I've been looking up this past week actually at more plans, more ways of building those top bar hives. So we're going to be exploring that pretty soon. Hopefully to get those out into the bee yard before all the splits. Messing with bees is the only way I can do splits.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I like
Dun-dun-dun.
the star and necklace. Is that a tribute to Texas? Yes, it is. I had this made by a jeweler that I met at the Fort Worth Stock Show Rodeo about 30 years ago. He does not do them in gold anymore. He does them in silver because gold had got too expensive. But I had been doing some work for the actor Buck Taylor, who played Newly on Gunsmoke.
Oh, okay.
I did some Longhorn head fireplace tools and a Masonic square and compass door knocker for his new home out in Throckmorton, Texas.
Wow.
And while I was there visiting him, I found the jeweler, and it actually was in Round Rock, and I had him make it for me. And I've gotten lots and lots of comments. I don't normally wear it out, but I guess when I got in a hurry this morning getting out of the truck, that I hung it on my coat or something.
Well, I'm glad you did because it's made good conversation.
Yeah, for them lull moments.
Ronald is rocking this.
Oh, yeah. Well, I haven't got my Screen Actors Guild card yet either. I'm still waiting on mine.
Show Adeline. And let's see. She's crocheting. She's just hanging out. She's got the big camera on her lap. She's crocheting. She's taking care of just occupying her time.
Hasn't been cold enough to wear it yet.
Adeline typically doesn't like to be in the shows, so we give her a few glances, but she doesn't hang out too long in the frame. So there she is, out of focus. Hold on. I think she planned that.
Just can't focus when they're with me.
That's
right.
Oh. She said
Of course, if she was blonde, she'd be in front of the camera every second. You wouldn't be able to get yourself in the camera at all.
I'm not sure I'll be able to run this show after all those comments, Ronald.
No, yeah. Oh well, I can go home. They're not going home with me.
Right.
9:35.
Time is 9:35. What did I forget?
I don't know.
9:35. So did I forget to thank my patrons? I did. Thank you very much.
Yeah, let me help you down. I've got a titanium shoulder joint, so I know how hard it is to walk with it.
Well, that's what I just got.
That's a real Texas gentleman, Ronald.
Oh no, that's how rumors get started.
So yes, I have forgotten to thank my patrons on Patreon. Here's one. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
And to everyone else who joins in on the Patreon. So what that does is just a platform for people to say, thank you, we want to support you, and we like what you're doing. Now, preferably, I would be doing a lot of extra videos and things to give back to my patrons. Lately, that hasn't happened, so I have had to say I'm sorry for that.
You're still recovering from that 30-day challenge.
I'm still recovering from a lot of things. But yes, I do have plans. I always have plans. Not all of them get followed through on. I think we're in the way, Ronald.
Yeah. Help you down here. You would hold it on the handrail. I'm going to help you
I
down.
was just watching my stuff.
I don't blame you.
Making sure my boots didn't.
I hate it.
Those are nice looking boots.
When I wear my boots, it
Thank
does
you.
that to me
I
too.
love them.
Can I show those boots?
You sure can.
We're
Look at
doing a
these
live
boots.
show on YouTube.
Oh, are you? Okay.
Those are nice looking boots.
And those are Texas.
Those are Texas
People have been
boots.
asking me on the show about my Texas star necklace, so we can show them Texas boots. And
That's
Texas
right.
star.
That's right.
That was made in El Paso. That's Texas as you can
Yeah. What legendary
Texas boots.
legendary boot company,
get. There you go.
handmade.
All right.
Sweet. I'm not wearing
Mine are
boots.
handmade.
I'm not even a real Texan, I don't think. Actually, I'm
I'm
not.
not either.
Well, my parents are both from Texas, but I was born in
Oh,
North Carolina.
this here's a microphone. It's just it adds it blocks some of the wind noise and just makes it a little smoother.
All right.
Nice meeting you.
Nice meeting you.
Have a blessed
No, actually, we're doing a live show right now on YouTube. And he was asking about the microphone. So we're just kind of hanging out. Every Saturday morning I do a live show.
Yeah.
And so now, since we're here this weekend, I thought I'd do it from here and let people see what's going on.
Well, what do you need all that down there for?
Well, sometimes I like to put that, it's a tripod. I can pull it out, set it down, or wrap it around a pole.
Makes sense now.
Yeah. Now we're in the way. Yes, of course. Yeah.
I guess you want to step over on this side, and maybe the folks are going down. They can, use,
Yep.
they can use the handrail. And
Well, you take care with your wind guts.
All right. Yeah, we're definitely. I'm standing here in the bleachers, so we're not in the way.
yeah.
Okay, thanks.
When we started this show, there were a lot fewer people, and now they're just streaming in. So it's looking like things are heating up here. Ronald can be.
I'm gonna take the low road here. He covered me up with a microphone.
Yeah, Ronald can be here, be the handrail as people come down.
Be good for something. Yeah, when he started the show, when he started the live show this morning, the festival hadn't started.
Right.
I think it started at 9 o'clock. So now it's really starting to get crowded.
I'm getting my arm workout today. I've held this camera up for almost 42 minutes now. Oh, you know, I totally forgot about our pledge this morning. Let's do it right now. You know, it's never too late. Here on the Daddykirbs farm, I believe that everyone has a story and every story matters.
Every story matters.
So together with me, sit up straight, put your shoulders back, hand on your chest, and say, my story matters because I matter.
My
It's
story
true.
matters because I matter.
That's right. Ronald's story matters. He has lots of stories, and it's so cool to hang out here with Ronald and everyone else that I'll get to shake hands with this morning. The stories really do matter, and it is such a pleasure learning about other people's stories. You know, hanging out on a farm, taking care of business, sometimes you get kind of isolated and you don't forget about other people's stories, but your life just kind of goes on. And you don't consider other people's stories very much because you're just busy taking care of business. So it's really cool to have this outlet here on YouTube where I can share my story, and then you guys can share back through the comments and also in the family group on Facebook, on Patreon, all the different places that we get to connect and learn about each other. So thank you very much for being a part of this community and sharing your story.
And I'm surprised nobody's asked yet, so I'm going to ask you, when are you going to do an update on the chicken coop?
Oh man, I wish I had an update on the chicken coop.
I wish you did too.
With weather and all the dances and everything we've been doing, the last video was really the last bit of anything on the chicken coop. But
Sorry.
I guess you're just going to wait and feed some more of them to the predators?
that's right. That
Well-
coyote, you know, he might have needed an extra chicken.
He might have. Now, if Blake will turn towards what's for us is the opening there a little bit more now,
Yeah,
turn sideways, no, other way.
yeah.
Now I can be like Kate's parrot. Hey, Kate, can I be your parrot?
You want a cracker?
No. I don't eat crackers. I eat steak.
There you go.
I'm a Texas parrot.
Polly wants a steak.
Molly wants a steak.
Shout out to all the moderators for rocking this chat. Always a huge thank you to the moderators. You guys are amazing. Like, you get, except for just hanging out, you get nothing out of this. Of course, there's no money or anything. And it's so nice to know that you guys are willing to spend your hour on Saturday mornings to make this show better. Really, you do make this show better. The chat, I think most of the fun probably happens in the chat.
It does.
And
well, not most of it, but a lot of it does, yes.
yeah, so Ronald's missing hanging out with you guys in the chat this morning.
I am.
But it's just really cool being with you guys and sharing this time. And the moderators always make it so much better, because not only do you keep the chat moving, you help remove those individuals that like to come in and ruin the chat. So thank you very much for that.
Yeah, I can't be my normal witty self because people can see me, other than just seeing my little icon logo with things.
Yeah, see, now they know who you are, so you might have to behave yourself.
Yeah.
or not.
Oh, and I'll offer for you folks that are posting that you like super hot peppers. I'm not sure how I would go about doing it, but if we figure out a way for you to send me a self-addressed stamp envelope, I'll send you some Carolina Reaper
Oh,
seeds.
there you go.
Which I think, like right now on Esty, they're going for 50 cents to $1 a seed. You know, and I've got, all mine are dehydrated. I just have to pick some of the seeds out of them, but I think they're viable. I'd send some seeds out.
Well, you might as well.
We're doing
Hey,
a
good morning.
YouTube show this morning.
So here's
the festival. Yeah, have you watched it? Well, get over here and get your picture on.
Oh, yeah, now I'm famous
So what's
on
your name?
Daddykirbs. Rowdy Moore.
Rowdy Moore. Have you been in the live show?
No,
Have you been on?
Well, you're in it now.
Have you watched the live show before?
no.
Every Saturday.
Well, sometimes I watch
yeah.
In replay.
leftover.
Yeah, well, every Saturday morning at 9 o'clock. Cool. 9 to 10.
Thanks for stopping by. Pleasure meeting you.
Nice to meet you.
You didn't give him a sticker.
Oh, I didn't give him a sticker.
Would you like to
Hey,
have a
Mr.
free
Rowdy,
Daddykirbs
hold on.
sticker? I'll hold the camera.
There you go.
I'm a camera hog. I'll hold it. We won't do the close. We won't do the close up though.
Thank you.
There you go.
I said I was going to give people stickers as I shook their hand, and then I forgot. That's why I need Ronald here to remind me. Save your lungs and get your RZ mask with the Daddykirbs affiliate link. Yes, those masks really do work well.
And surprisingly enough, you come to venues like this, or I'm going to say in Texas gun shows or any kind of indoor festival like this, there's usually so much dust stirred
Oh,
up by
man.
people walking that it's a good idea to wear it.
Especially over in the areas where they have the animals indoors.
Oh yes, oh,
Like
yes.
the cows and
you
the
talking
horses.
about me again?
Not this animal.
All right.
They have the Texas animals, the cows, and the horses. I know they're in other places
Oh, and
besides
Texas
Texas.
guinea pigs.
Texas guinea pigs. Those are the big ones, right?
Yeah.
Let's see. What did we miss?
I don't know.
Espen with the focus again.
Uh-oh.
See, as Adeline said, people can't focus when they're around her. So
I did notice when I drove up out there this morning about an hour early and was sitting out there listening to the radio that there's a number of food trucks set up
Yes.
outside the venue here.
were you here last year?
No, this is the first time. I've been wanting to come for a number of years, and this is the first time.
So maybe not. Well, the year I came 2 years ago, there was very limited food choice, and I think that was sort of an issue.
Yeah.
And it looks like they've corrected that.
Yeah, I noticed a wood-fired pizza truck out there, and of course Ma and Pa Kettle Corn. I guess I'll give them a plug too. But do
Ronald?
you have a vegetable garden?
Yeah, that's from Jackie
Yeah,
Horsley.
I've got my vegetable garden covers about I don't know, between a quarter and a half acres.
Wow, that's big.
And it's mainly okra and tomatoes and green onions and peppers. And I've got a lot of grapevines, and I'm like Blake, I got a pretty good sized orchard. But
I hope your orchard's doing better than mine.
fruit trees have already bloomed.
Wait,
We'll get a frost and it'll kill them.
I hope we don't, because
I do
my
too.
nectarines are coming on beautifully. It's the only tree that's really blooming. I have one of my pear trees is starting to put on blooms. If we get a freeze at this point, it'll knock the whole tree, everything off, and we won't get anything.
Nope. Yeah, my wife and I and the raccoons had abundance of fruit on our trees this last summer for the first time, because our trees are only about 5 years old. But the raccoons got more than I did.
Oh man, I know that the squirrels, different squirrels, and even chickens. One year I went out, tried to catch what was eating all of my peaches and nectarines, and the chickens were actually sitting in the tree pecking the fruit off the branches.
Yeah. Well, I had I can't think of what the name of the peach is. It looks like a little small ornamental gourd peach. It's a white meat peach.
Yeah.
The tree was just completely loaded. I was about 2 days away from being ripe enough to pick. Went out there the morning we were going to pick them, and there was not a single peach on the tree. They were all eaten and all on the ground with seeds.
So that was probably
Raccoon.
like a raccoon.
They
yeah.
got up and they broke the limbs down in the top of the tree.
I think they know when you're going out.
They do.
They're waiting for that special, perfect moment, and I think they're listening through the windows to see when you're planning on harvesting.
Well, they do it while I'm watching the Daddykirbs show. But I don't know if I've even got a life outside of watching Daddykirbs.
Oh, come on. I know you do. You have a big garden. So, all right, they're asking us to get out on the floor. So
Yeah, it needs to. I I haven't. Excuse me. I haven't even walked around to look myself. So
Now,
I'm gonna let him go walk and show you all videos of the stuff on the floor before we end up. I don't even know how long.
so
how
we
long
have
we've
10
been doing
minutes
it.
left. Now,
Oh, 50.
we've been 50 minutes. So since tomorrow, I don't have a video prepared for tomorrow. What I thought I would do is another live show tomorrow here. I don't know if it'll be at 9 a.m. It'll probably be later in the day. But that's when I was going to get on the floor and do a lot of looking around live. I also am shooting video of, the whole thing while we're here so that we can get a video produced for later. But in this show, we wanted to just hang out, and I'm glad Ronald came in early to hang out with me. We're probably not going to do a lot of walking around since we have 10 minutes left. We can get down there and see a little bit. But tomorrow here on the channel, you guys can see a lot more live, and then later, probably next week or a week later, when I get some time to edit these things, you'll get to see a produced show of some of the activities here.
Well, folks, I'm gonna turn around and walk down the steps with all these people walking down beside me here, and I'm gonna go look around myself.
All right, I'm going to follow you down. You want to just sit here for a little bit? I'll be back in about 15 minutes. Okay. All right, we're going to walk down. We get out on the floor, you can see there's a lot of stuff going on out here already. What is it? It's 9:50, so they've been open for not quite an hour yet. There we go. That's a lot of steps. All right, let's see what we're missing. So Adeline wanted to go ahead and sit there. I knew she would because she's crocheting. Hog that camera, Ronald.
Well, I was trying to figure out how do you the camera on your phone points back towards us.
Yes.
So how are you going to show yourself and then show the stuff that's out there on the floor?
Well, I have the option of turning it around.
Yeah, but then we can't see your bright smiling face.
Sometimes that's probably good.
I can understand
But
that.
we can check things out here. Then I can turn it back. So we'll spend a few minutes just walking around showing you guys what is here, and then we'll wrap the show up in just a few minutes. All right, Mr. Ronald, what are
All
we
right,
doing?
I'm glad I got to.
Oh, I shut you off.
Yeah, that's what my wife does. I've been taking instructions from her. I want to say thanks for all the squirrels this morning, for the folks that filled in for me for not being here.
Can you see that?
$104.
$104 in squirrels this morning. That's amazing.
I just thought that was how much they were charging you to be on YouTube. But
Yeah.
anyway, everybody have a good morning and a great rest of your weekend and a great rest of the day today on Saturday. If you can't come to the Mother Earth News Fair, you just don't know what you're missing.
That's right. It is a good time. Mr. Ronald, thank you so much.
Yes, sir.
It's
Take
a real
care.
pleasure. We'll chat again soon.
We will.
But I'm going to go ahead and walk around and show you guys what's going on here. Now they moved the bookstore this year into the large area. So this is all the books over here on the table. People in line making sure they get their books. So there's, I think, 3 large vendor areas. I'm drawn to the plants. That's why I'm walking over here. So that's the Native Plant Society of Texas. I'm not sure what all is going on here, so I'm just going to let you guys see the signs. Honey farms. Let us know what time tomorrow. So tomorrow I will, let's see. Let's plan on tomorrow shooting a video around, let's do 10 a.m. 10 a.m. Live show tomorrow. Texas Worm Ranch. I'm trying to read the chat as I'm walking. You guys can see some of the vendors and things that are going on. Pan slowly, you're making us sick. Sorry, Wheat Tree, I'm trying to go slowly. There is outside food. There are 3 buildings, I think, with different events, different vendors.
Nice running into you.
I'm scrolling through. Ronald rocks. He is a pretty cool guy. Oh, there he is. Still right here.
I snuck up on him.
It says Ronald rocks.
Well, thank you. I'm a legend in my own mind.
That's right. So we
At least
need
I'm not standing out in the rain.
we need a tour of your garden.
Yeah.
We need to
I guess it was year before last I posted some pictures on the family.
Oh,
group,
yeah.
But I haven't done anything as far as videos or pictures this last year, so I guess I'll have to do that this year.
So 10 a.m. tomorrow's a live show. That's what I just pronounced.
Okay, good.
Announced, not pronounced.
Pronounced? Well, you pronounced it
I
too.
pronounced the announcement.
I'll have to make sure I watch it when we get back over here. Whoop, he's shooting around the front. Never mind.
School of Permaculture. Hey, good mornings. I'm drawn to the permaculture. It's actually in my label. Yeah. So I don't actually do a lot of permaculture stuff anymore, but I still very much let it, filter my thoughts through the permaculture mindset. So I did the Jeff Lawton online course 2014. Oh, cool. Very cool. Well, I'm showing you live on YouTube right now. I probably should announce that before we start talking, huh? All right. Thanks for hanging out. We'll see you guys in a little bit. All right. I think I should announce that they're live. All right. What else is going on here? Woodworking. They got their... I don't know what any of this is, so I'm just saying, it looks cool. I'm trying to look around at the same time. Reception is good. I probably should have been standing down here all along. They have basket weaving. Make a basket for $15.
This size basket here, I imagine.
And seeds. Oh, sorry, I think I'm going too fast. Brim seed. No GMO, no hybrids, no worries. I might have to come back to this one. Are you guys with Brim Seeds? Well, this is YouTube Live. Before you say anything, I've learned I need to say that. So, you guys are in the family of Brim Seeds?
Yes, sir. We're the children of the owners.
Children of the owners. Well, your booth looks fantastic. And I'm really excited to come back later when I'm done with the show and see what kind of seeds you have. I will try to link some vendors down below when I, go through and make some notes. Organic tea. Oh, this smells good over here. Plant-based services. They have all kinds of goodies on the table. And some wooden spoons and canes. This is really cool stuff here. Give them stickers. See, I left my stickers up by Adeline. I need to go get those. See, most of the video creators are probably coming in later when everything gets hopping. Looks like some oil. Man, this is good stuff. Tomorrow I look forward to shooting a lot more vendors. And I'll be careful to pan slowly.
The newer version. I think it's pretty much the same, just the color. I'm gonna freak. This is about anything I like. Cakes, cookies.
See, when I start looking at stuff, I can't talk.
what, just put wrapping every year with a different bag?
Oakley Family Apiaries. Lots of good looking honey stuff here. Oh, and they have bees. Awesome, a demonstration hive. Wonder where the queen is. Lots of places I'm going to have to come back and spend more time at. And we are now over an hour. Let me go ahead and walk back up to Adeline. Give you guys just a few more minutes of some of the things going on here. Look forward to tomorrow at 10 a.m. Central to show this again. More vendors. Master Naturalist. Organic Research Center. Dirt Doctor. Oh, look at the artwork. Very cool. And I think at this point I'll be walking in front of, hey, is that Trad Cotter? I think it is. All right, we're going to cut across here and get back up to Adeline and then cut this show off. It has been so fun this morning hanging out, getting to hear some of Ronald's stories and just being in a place where we can share the energy and the stories of each other. Adeline doesn't need much. She's just kind of hanging out doing her crocheting. This is a cool place. If you guys have never been to a Mother Earth News Fair, you probably should look at their schedule. I don't want to say you should, but you might enjoy if you look at their schedule and find something near you. And they do them throughout the year, so it's not only in the springtime, I don't think. And yeah, find out which one you can attend. Get out, look at some vendors, see some things that you haven't seen before, shake some hands with some new people. And here we are, coming back up to the end. I'll show you Adeline one more time, and then we'll be done. It's been so fun. They didn't get to see enough of you.
Well, nobody does.
Nobody gets to see enough of you. Hey guys, it is just a pleasure being with you this morning and hanging out. Always. Let's see. I would go broke. Yeah, there's so many things here to spend your money on. All right, so 10 a.m. tomorrow, 10 a.m. Central. We're going to do another show where I'm just going to be doing around walking a little less of this and a lot more of just seeing what people have to offer here at the show. So it's been great. You guys are amazing. Let me scroll to the end, make sure I'm not missing anything. And we'll talk to you soon.